OK，今天最后一个啊，应该说今天第二个吧，今天第二个。Hello, can you help me?
Hi, yeah, I can hear you. Should I have push to talk on in here, or I don't know if my voice is coming through the
Coming through
stream
your stream,
here.
through your stream.
Okay.
And here
So,
you don't need to mute your mic.
I need to mute my mic, or I don't need to?
Don't need to.
Okay.
OK，
But I don't talk in this channel, it just comes through on the sound, right?
那还是大屏你倒数吗？
我来，行，可以我来。
好，那你
Hey Naloa, this is Bossrush. I'm helping you comment this. Hey Naloa, this is Bossrush. I'm
Hello.
helping you comment this run.
Cool, thanks, Bootstrap. Hello.
My pleasure. So may I count down now?
1 moment. Yep, ready when you are.
Okay, good luck. 5, 4, 3.
Oh, sorry. I need to get to the thing first. Sorry. Okay, ready.
想起了我去年跑蝴蝶的时候，一样的场景。
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, you're ready. So
Yeah,
let's
sorry.
count down again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey! Hello everybody, I am Naloa. This is I Want a Classic. I am known for talking an awful lot, so I know it is late in China, so I will try to not speak too much. Because it will make translating quite difficult as well. So this is I Want a Classic. It has 11 areas. This one is the tutorial. And we have to do all 11 to reach the boss rush, which is the category we are doing here.
It's okay if you talk a little, and then everybody will not feel lonely in this late night.
Yeah, hopefully people aren't sent to sleep from me playing this game. But it is very late, I've been told, so I can understand. Gotta shoot very quickly for the blocks there. Do time and skip. No. The physics in I Want a Classic are very slightly different to most fan games. So I generally just avoid the diamond because it saves like 3 seconds. And in a 2-hour run, 3 seconds doesn't save that much time. So we take it nice and slow there because it is easy. Cool. So on this boss, there are 3 attacks it can do. The yellow is pattern,
这里就不玩命抄近
the
路了。
blue is targeted, and the red is
这里有
RNG.
3种进击方式。
The red is pretty much the only one that has a chance to kill you, but normally it's fine. The biggest time really is when you've just shot the boss and then you get some bad RNG. And then you have to deal with the falling purple fruit as well. Hey, and that's the first area. Tutorial is very easy.
刚才小哥奶了一口自己说自己不会翻，唯一有可能翻就是携鸡蛋这段。
Alright, and here is the hub room. We will be seeing this save an awful lot, because we have to do it every single time we come through here. But thankfully we go straight on to the second area, which is the classic area, which is basically a bunch of memes and jokes that I don't understand, because I don't understand Japanese very well. So, a lot of things happen here, and I have no idea what any of
这
it
里
is.
就是玩各种日语梗。
That item at the top there is a secret item. We do not worry about those for this category. That is only for all clear.
上面有个隐藏，这里面就不管了。
I did see some people earlier ask if this was any percent, and I can say that I have not done an any percent run of this game because I think it is boring. Because it only does 3 of the 11 areas in this game. The tutorial area, this area, and then an area that doesn't have a name, which is alright, but it's not like the interesting parts of Classic. So I much prefer doing to boss rush percent instead of any percent.
其实可以玩一个 any% 的，不过那样就太无聊了。总共就3个阶段，教程这个还有另外一个不是特别有意思的阶段。
その罠はないわ。わらわら、今のどうなってるんだ。はコツです。わらわら、今の神回避。わらわら、足の裏見せてください。
I'd normally make a joke here about the Japanese restream running, because that is relating to Nico Nico, and the creator of this game is Japanese. So if you were watching this game on Nico, the stream would be lagging there for a bit. Oh yeah, and here's a creepy area. It's fine. It's just a little fog. Definitely nothing watching you.
主要是各种分阵的梗，然后这个是吓人馆，不过还好。
See, nothing creepy here at all. Definitely no trees stalking after you or anything. I think I hear something. No? No? Yeah, nothing behind me. I looked. Weird. Ah. Hey, there we go. Ah, too fast. I guess I'm getting a little nervous. There we go. There you go. Not too fast. Do you ever feel like you're being watched in this area? No? Okay. Just me. Yep. There's a lot of jokes I don't understand in this game.
它有很多
This area
梗
is strange,
不理解
and I really like it.
因为这毕竟是个日文的游戏。
各种不明真相的奇怪梗。
Hey, and here's the spider guy. His sole purpose is to destroy spikes for us and possibly also die. Hopefully we can keep him alive this time. Hey, he survived. Nice. Oh, for the boss, feel free to sing along if you know the words. I love this boss.
这 boss 特别的傻。
The last one never fails to make me laugh.
这个 boss 太 gay 了。
It's just the fact that it's in such a very deep voice. I always find it funny.
Classic 它的选关
Okay, skip
非
portal
常
for
的
now. Do that later.
路线超级多。
Okay. Ah, whoops.
Oops.
No matter how many times I do this save, I still seem to die on it quite a lot. Ah, too early. Ah, sound bug. There we go. Because I have gone through this save many times, through many runs, and I still seem to die on it quite a lot. Ah, that's tough. That jump is hard. Ah. There are a few fast things you can do on this first save, which is nice. Like jumping before the block at the top moves up. Oh. Hey! Nice. Okay, portal area. So this is portal area.
传送门关。
I think
大家
you
应该
know
都
what
很
portal
熟悉
is.
玩过传送
So...
门。
Oh, whoops. You shoot a portal in one place, then you shoot another portal, and then you can go through them both. And then sometimes there are these blocks that you can push, and they do things useful. Normally just to push onto buttons.
传送门关，设2个传送门，然后瞬间移动。
And there will be some skips that we can do later in portal area, because you can aim the portals in 360 degrees in a full circle. One of them being right here. You're supposed to run all the way up to the top, but you can just place the portal from here. So you don't have to run all the way around, which is very nice. There we go.
这应该也是一个极限进度。
And this is one of the first things, so you can stand on the button and place a portal because you can place things very accurately. Ah. Normally you are supposed to use the block at the top of the screen. Ah. And then push that onto the button and then go and place the warp. Really? However, even with the ability to place them anywhere, the portals can still be difficult sometimes. There we go. No! This fine? This is fine. Okay, this is fine. There we go. Okay, this is fine. Normally I don't fall down there, but that's okay. Ah, we don't even take this save, thanks to the skip here. Again, you just press the button and then you can place the warp. There we go. And this screen is very easy, it's just a lot of single jumps. The exit in the top left is also a trap, so we don't want to go there. This way is real. Oh, bootstrap.
左上角那个是坑，不用理它。
If there's anything from the chats you want to translate to say to me, then feel free to do that as well. Just feel free to interrupt me whenever. Because I know I can talk a lot sometimes if I'm trying to. Okay, so place this thing here. There we go.
Yes.
Cool, okay. And here, if you have played Portal, you will understand that you can loop infinitely and move very, very fast. There we go, okay. And it shoots you very far into the ceiling. One block down, good. Hey, nice timing, got it first try.
Draw the regular
Okay, push you down here, wait for 2, 1, 2, move out the way. And I worry a little about this top row. Okay, good. Sometimes I die up there, and it makes me sad, so I try my very best not to die there. Ah, there we go. You go in there. Okay, good. So, Portal area is full of a lot of very long screens, and while a lot of them are not very difficult, such as this one, if you die, it does lose a lot of
传送
time.
门关好多都是长存档。
Music stop? Weird. So you do have to be very careful on this stage, such as on this screen, because it's not too hard. If I could stop landing there, that would be good. There we go. The only hard jump on this screen is actually this jump here, in both directions, which is why this screen can be a bit frustrating, because that's the only place you normally die. And if you do die there, you have to do a lot of stuff that isn't too difficult again. But thankfully we didn't this time, so it's okay.
Next to this arrow.
刚才是这面最难的一条，如果你死的话会丢失非常
You
非
need
常
practice with rats. You're not.
Then finally we have to push this block on the platform and wait for the slow platform in the middle. There is actually a skip on this screen where you can put the platform down here under this spike and then you can try to jump off it to get to the end, but it's very difficult and I'm not very good at it, so I don't do it.
This
还有另外一种方法可以过，但是
Close.
Naloa 不是很熟，所以就
one or the other.
换了这种稳妥的方法。
Then we have a couple of easy screens and then we got to the last few. But this one's very easy, there's not much to the screen.
在过很多简
It's a
单
very
的
simple
之后呢，就是最后一面。
Mostly just trying to make this block on the right drop at the right speed so that it lands on the bottom. But we make sure to move the other platform out the way, otherwise it can stop the block on the way down, which is not good.
Then it's either gonna have two ways that it.
Okay, move you up a little bit more, full jump, hold left. There we go. Nice.
So
And this is the second last screen. This one requires looping around a few times, but overall it's not too bad. Ah,
one.
it's pretty reasonable to deal with. There's just a lot of
Naloa,
small
sorry,
optimizations.
I will be on my shift now, so later
Oh, sorry, what did you say?
you have a commenting.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I have a duty and on shift.
Okay.
So Ghost will help you.
Okay, cool, thank you.
So enjoy your run.
Thank you very much.
大皮去值班了，然后又就剩我一个了。
Okay,
你们谁有空呢？
that small double jump there is the biggest thing that I worry about on the screen,
对吧？非常欢
because I
迎。
have messed it up many times.
我一个人，
Oh,
我一个人要到
and this is the last screen.
4点半到5点啊。
I very, very rarely first try this last screen, because it is very, very long. So it is easy to die on.
很少一次过。
I'm feeling pretty good about it at the moment, but yeah, it's very easy for something to go wrong. And because it's a long screen as well, it can waste an awful lot of time, so hopefully it goes okay. Alright, push you onto here, place the portal. Good. I'm going to play this a little safe, as there's a couple of things you can do here to just fall down very quickly. But I don't feel confident right now, so I'm just going to play it slowly, just to make sure I don't die. Alright, push you down. 1, 2, there we go. Wait for you. Put you up there. Okay, so far so good. The second half of this screen is generally not too bad as well. Okay, good. Sometimes I miss that button when dropping.
我知道你听不懂，所以我在这边解说，把他说的基本上都
So
翻出来了。
hopefully this will be first try.
能不能一次过呢？
I'm being very quiet in case. Okay, good. Phew. First try, very nice. That screen can take a while sometimes, so I do worry about that. Yeah, and here's the boss. There are actually things you can do on this boss to make it go a little faster. You just shoot him here so he starts running, gets a bit closer to where the green shells will be. This has been a very good portal, huh? Oh. If I get too close to the boss, he just jumps at you and you die, so I have to make sure he runs away first. But thankfully he's a very short boss, as he only has 5 hits.
有啊，但是你如果离他太近的话，他就会扑过来，然后把你 建议。Classic 的 BOSS 都好多都不
I
难，
have to
都
make
很
sure he
简
goes
单。
left again just in case.
但是它有个恶心的
I
BOSS
definitely
rush。
do not want him to grab me.
老版本的 BOSS rush 你必须一命过12个 BOSS，
Okay, good.
10个还是？
Easy boss. And then he explodes, because of course he does. Everything explodes. Ah, too early. There we go. You have to be very careful to make sure you do hit the save after you beat the boss, as there have been a few times I have reset a little too fast and had to replay an area. Because I thought I hit the save and reset, and I had not. It was very sad. Ah, too far left. Oops. Alright. So, the next area is kind of the bane of my existence. I don't know how well that would translate to Chinese. It has caused me many problems. Area. And it's called the time travel area. For the most part, time travel area is okay, but there is a screen near the end that I have been struggling with quite a lot recently. So hopefully it all goes okay. But we will see when we get there. Time travel area is also the longest in this game, in this category. Out of the 11 areas that exist, time travel takes the longest because there is a lot of doing the same thing over and over.
好了 ，time travel 这关是最耗时的，因为它需要做很多重复的动作。
But for the start of time travel, it's pretty okay. Everything up until the second last screen is fine. I
这
feel
关就
pretty
是
good about them.
死
It's just the second last screen specifically has caused me some issues. Hopefully we'll be okay, but we'll see. So yeah, the basic aim of this game, of this mode, is get the item and get it to the end. But there's a bit of a twist in that you have to use multiple kids to get there. So this area is also Kid Murder Simulator 2017. You kill a lot of kids in this
这
area.
那里面也有
It's
呀。
quite fun.
那关
For every area,
三段跳
every screen in this
三段跳
area as well, I have a certain time for certain things. Like on this one, it's when the blocks are in line with this thing on the right that I try to get off and go up. But sometimes I use the time on the top of the screen to try to judge when I should be doing things. So this area is simultaneously very good for going fast and very awkward. Because you are doing the same thing over and over. You can waste an awful lot of time in this area if you make mistakes. Okay. But I have a lot of optimizations, so this area goes relatively quickly for me, thankfully. Ah.
这
Reset
关
that
就
guy.
是死了又死，死了又死，死了又死。
So the first kid is very important to go fast because he will slow down all the kids afterwards as well. So you need to make very sure that the first kid that you use in time travel goes as quickly as possible. Because if he goes slow, then every other kid afterwards will also go very slowly. Okay. And Iruna likes his end of screen traps a lot in this area as well, so there is a lot of waiting at the end once you have the item to the end of the screen. Where I don't have to do anything. I'm not sure why he liked doing it so much in this stage, but it is a thing. Yes, you die a lot. It's okay, it doesn't count to the death count. The death count doesn't go up. It's fine. Death count only goes up if I touch the touch reset block in the bottom left. Which I will hopefully never need to use.
如果卡关的话，就可以左下角有一个 Reset Touch， 就重来，这面重来。
Yeah, some screens in this area are very simple, like this one. Just touch all the blocks, then get to the end. And then some are a little more complicated. Although I do very much like this screen, because you have to just pass the object between kids all the way to the end. Like a very long pass the parcel. It's also quite fun climbing spike towers like this one with the item to slowly get it to the end. And there's definitely some optimization that you can do here with trying to drop down at the right time, but I try not to go too early, because if I go too soon, then sometimes the kid will overlap with the other kid before the kid has died, and I won't pick up the item. So you do have to make sure you wait a little bit.
会跳的太那什么，跳到别的 kid 的头上，那个 kid 还没死，然后你就拿不到那个。
Okay, good timing. A bit slow there, but that's okay. Alright, then you do that. Oh, okay, good. So, yeah, I have strats for every screen here. Because I have played this game way too much. Like this screen, I look at the blocks here, and then when they touch the spikes, that's normally when I go. That's when I try to move with the next kid. So when this block gets here, yeah, that's when I carry on. Although you can also see how much waiting there is in this area as well, just for things to happen. Wait for you to go below the spike. Good. There is an awful lot of waiting. So I just mess around and press buttons while waiting. Yeah, a little close. Okay. Oof, almost bad. Yeah, there isn't too much to say on some of these screens. I just have to do the thing and then get to the end. Ah, yes. Some platforms like this one above me, if you just stay on it all the way to the top, it will push you off the top of it very quickly. But if you jump right at the top, then it will slow you down and you can hold to the side sooner, so you can hit the triggers faster. Okay, what was the timing on this? It's top spike. There we go. Okay, good. Okay. And last one, and then we can wait. If I have time, I can show off the true final boss, yes. Okay, good.
这关你想要多少 kid 就有多少 kid， 可以有，你只要你游戏不卡死。
Wait, why does he get stuck? No! He got stuck at the top. Okay, well, I was doing something silly because I thought I had time to spare. Okay, this time he didn't. Fine. The kids in this area are very strange sometimes. Alright, fine, that works still. Okay. Ah, dear. So there is a small problem in this area. The kids, the clone kids that do the extra thing, have very slightly different physics to your kid. So sometimes they don't do the same things that you did, and it can cause a lot of problems.
行动轨迹上可能有一点点的问题
Which is why the second last screen of this area can be quite an issue sometimes. I think that's okay, that shouldn't be too early. Hopefully that's fine. We'll see. So this screen can lose time for me if this guy goes too early. Hopefully it's okay. Ah, slightly too early. Okay, fine. Yeah, that one's my mistake. If you reset too fast, this block isn't in quite the same spot, so you do have to be careful with that. Fair enough, fair enough. My mistake. Okay, should all be good now. But yeah, the kids that repeat your actions can be slightly different to the kid that you're controlling. And on the second last screen, I sometimes have issues with that. And the second last screen is also very, very long, so it wastes an awful lot of time, like 5 minutes, whenever you die on it and have to reset it, because you use a lot of kids on that screen. So hopefully it goes okay. But I can't tell in advance, so yeah, we'll see. But I do worry a lot about it. If I have to reset twice on it, then I'll probably leave the area and go and show off the other ones. And then if I have time at the end, I can show off the time travel boss. But hopefully we do not get that issue. Hopefully everything goes okay.
希望一切顺利吧。
That wasn't too early. Yeah, that might be too soon actually. I'll do that one again. I think that was too fast. Yeah, that was too fast. So I wait for the block to go above the block up there first, and that's when I get off. I actually used to do it a little later, but I realised I could go a bit faster on this screen, and I'm still not quite used to how soon I'm supposed to move off the buttons yet. So I do pay attention on this one just in case. Okay, and last one, hopefully this is all okay. Okay, yes, that was good. Good, didn't go too soon there. Yeah, if you mess up on going too fast, then you have to just reset the screen and you lose an awful lot of time. Because you have to do every kid over again, and it takes a long time for each one. So 15 here. 2, 1. Okay. I do give myself a bit of extra time on this screen. I could drop down a lot sooner with the first kid. No! Ah, that's frustrating. I need to restart the game quickly. So, you cannot reset or suicide or title screen in time travel area. So if you get stuck in a block, you need to close the game down and reopen it. I wasn't sure if that was too early. Good. I thought it would be okay, but oh well. Whoops. So yeah, if that happens, I think there is one screen in this area you can suicide by pressing Q. Really? Okay, fine, whatever, that's fine. I'm going to give it a bit more time because of that. And the kid desync as well, wow. But thankfully this screen is very short, otherwise this could be a problem.
因为它这个关卡你看左下角有个
My mistake.
touch set， 就是你碰到了就重置，但是
I hope
首
this is
先
okay.
你要能够死，然后才可以复活。
Okay, this is fine, this is fine. I got worried then. The screen had some problems. This is another screen I normally worry about for the kids desyncing from each other.
这个是另一面
Because you have to try
卡
to
住的地方。
jump in the block. Oh, yeah, too slow. My mistake. So you have to jump in that block at the top there. And sometimes the kid just doesn't quite reach it. Okay, that was good. But I think this was okay. And of course a trap at the end. So there is a lot of waiting, which gives me time to type things in chat, because I can. Ah, and here is the screen that can be a problem. This is the infamous screen. So this screen requires a lot of kids to get the item up to the top on the right hand side, and there is also a trap at the end of the screen. However, on the way up with the last kid, I tend to be too precise, I think. So sometimes the last kid desyncs a lot. Hopefully it's okay
最后有
here,
一个坑，
but we will see. I actually quite like this screen normally. It can be quite fun. Because when there are a lot of kids on screen, it's cool to see all of them bunched up on top of each other. A lot of kids doing the exact same thing over and over. Ooh, that might be a bit close. Ah, really? Okay. Well, that kid desynced. Oh dear. That is one of the kids that won't be very useful. Ah. It's very hard to go fast at the start here. Because it's very easy for the kids to get crushed on something. Okay, that felt okay. Good.
这面非常
And for the third kid in the tower, we can go slow. Oh. Not that slow. Too slow. Too slow. There we go. So now we just use a bunch of kids to get that item to climb the tower on the far right, and hopefully the last one will do okay in the middle here. But we will see. I'll try to play it slow and safe just in case. Just to make sure that things don't desync from themselves, and I don't have to retry the screen, because it takes a very long time.
尽量不要重来吧，这面太长。
2, 3, 4. So far, so good. One more, and then we'll see if the last kid goes okay or not. Ah, I'm nervous. I hope it's okay. Alright, moment of truth. So, I have to make sure I play this slowly just in case, so the kid doesn't desync when we watch him go through the actions. Because if the kid with the item has problems, then you normally can't get the item back, and it's kind of trapped forever. So I am playing this very, very carefully. Okay, I think that was okay. but I've thought it was okay in the past, and it's not been good. Please be okay. I just have to watch and hope here. There's nothing else I can do. I was slow there because I didn't want to touch the kid in the bottom right. Okay. Yes! Ah, thank you. Okay, good. That is the problem screen defeated. That one can be such a problem sometimes in runs. Okay, good. So this last screen requires you to see the future. So you have to know when to press the buttons before the next kid appears. So we wait here until 30.
最后一遍
At
呢
27.
需要你
30 was too slow.
事先预计好，时间
And then we crush this kid.
这是一个时机活。
And then we wait until 25 here. So that the third kid that we use will go along the top and have time to get over the spike. There is a lot of waiting on this screen. So he's running along the top, it's fine, he drops down there. Good. Alright, and now we use the last kid to get the item. And I probably won't be able to talk in the chat while playing anymore, because the rest of the game... Okay. The rest of the game is pretty much constant action. I'm pretty much always having to do something. Okay, good, good. I also won't talk for the next boss because I need to pay attention for it, as it's a rhythm heaven thing.
因为不能分心，所以他就不说话了，还是要听节奏的。
Okay, good. I'm very good at that fight as long as I do not talk. And if you shoot too much, this happens.
只要不
The
说话
green，shell will come and kill you. So do not shoot too much. Alright, good. Also, if you've played I Wanna Go Bananas, then the Kirby boss is very similar. Alright, whoops. I was very worried about time travel area. That area has caused me a lot of trouble in practice recently, so I'm glad it went well. No talk, no miss. Yes, exactly. And the rest of the game is pretty much constant platforming. So I think there is 1 or 2 parts where you can stop moving, and I may be able to type something else in chat. But most of the time there's always something that you have to do. So yeah. Oh, yeah, I missed one, didn't I? Yes. Run room first, then mini. So there are 2 screens in this. One is the bottom left for time travel, and the other is the top left, or middle left? The other exit is the warp on this screen, which takes us to ROM room, which is very difficult to describe to people where I am on the screen. There will be a lot of moving back and forth,
选关很难
so
很
I
难对那个
apologize
很
if
难
it's difficult to keep up,
因为太绕了。
because I cannot explain fast enough where I will be going. Okay, good. And this screen would be for the secret if we were doing them, but we are not. To boss rush, not all clear. So yes, this is Ron Room area. There is a front and a back. I am currently in the background.
远近关
You can see some paracoopers in the foreground at the moment. And there are red things on the ground that mean that you bounce back and forth a lot. So I'll be going to the foreground now. There is a lot of these things. Hopefully you see the kid falling so you can see where he is. Because I won't...
对
too
路
small.
线规划挺重要的。
I won't be able to explain it for the whole area. Thankfully, this area has the fewest amount of screens, other than
这个 I
tutorial.
wanna 非常的好玩，推荐一玩。
It only has 5, but
大概有
because
10来
the
个
foreground and the background are part of one
每
screen,
一关都好玩。
it's kind of like
视频
there's
的话
2
你可以
screens
看
per
看
screen.
冰童的视频，冰童那边有几个
Because they are very big.
impossible 难度，
Nice.
其余的应该全攻略了。
Come on. Thank you. And there is a fast strat on this screen. If you hit most of the buttons without dying, then it saves you some time, because if you die and reset, then you have to shoot a button a second time. But if you don't die, then you don't have to go around a second time, which is good. It's also one of the longer buttons as well, so it's very good if you don't die and miss it. Alright. Where do I go? Ah, left first, yes. It's also very difficult to remember the route sometimes. It is a very confusing stage.
深夜档连聊天的人都没几个。
Ah, good, got the fast strat there. It can be quite difficult to hit that paracooper quickly, so you do have to be careful if you try that. If you go very slightly too slow when trying to jump on the second one on the way up, then it will kill you. The hitboxes are very high up on the paracoopers. But we don't like the Goombas. Okay, good. Foreground, top left, yes. This diagonal causes me problems. Ah, good, first try. I don't know why I struggle with that jump, but sometimes it's very hard for me. Okay, so drop all the way down. Good, save. So we really don't want to die now, as it will mean the section in the top middle in the background with the paracoopers I will have to redo.
这里尽量不用死。可以
And it's not too hard to stay alive, but it's also very easy to make a simple mistake by hitting Goombas too soon. Like that. Exactly like that. Okay, fine. I'll have to redo that section then. Done.
可惜了，需要重来。
So there's only one button I have to press a second time, but it is also the button that takes the longest to shoot again. I should have done a small jump, damn it. So for this button, there is a trigger on the far right, which means that you have to drop down first. You have to go over here and touch this block, so that you can reach the next button again. And now I'm not going to go for that, it's too slow. Ow. Whoops. Oh well. Whoops. I was too low. Huh. Not used to that. Very rare that I miss that landing. Normally I get that jump off the paracooper. Okay. It happens. So let's do it right this time. Because this is the last save before the next screen. All you have to do is just go to the end after shooting this button. You don't want to hit the save because the buttons do not save. We're going to be safe here. Okay, good. Okay, good. And now we can go straight to the end. There we go, yes, hit you. So if I had hit all the buttons from earlier, I could go over the top to the right. But because I did not, I have to drop down here and make sure I don't run into the spike at the bottom. Okay, good. So on this screen, we get to learn on how the kid can be very, very small. It's a tiny kid. He is very difficult to see. He does not jump as far as normal sized kid, but if he bounces off Paracoopas, he bounces very, very high. As you will see in the foreground here, in the front. Also, corners and planes are very easy for tiny kid. So there may be a skip here with regular kid. If you use regular kid and did the corner and the plane jumps, the downwards plane things, that might be possible, but it's also very, very difficult. So I have not even tried it. I've never tried to do that. Because it is 2 downward planes, so no. Okay, don't dive to the gates, thank you. Good. I used to think that it was good to do all the other screens without dying and resetting as well, but I actually figured out recently that it's faster to reset on a lot of saves. So there won't be any other points where we try to stay alive forever. Ow! Whoops. So resetting here is fine, because it means that the Paracoopas on the left are a little lower down, so they don't accidentally land on the ledge at the top. Ah, whoops. Although I seem to be dying to silly things at the moment. So let's not die this time, please. Okay. Ah, wait for you. Okay, good, good. It's fine. Everything's okay. So now we'll be at the top in the background, and we can shoot one last button and become tiny again, and then move on to the next screen. Tiny Kid is very, very small in the background. But it's okay, because that problem will be solved on the next screen. Good. So, if you had trouble trying to see Tiny Kid, don't worry, because that problem is solved here. And if you look closely in the background, you can see there are some very big yellow lines instead of the red ones. And if green does regular kid and red is tiny, then yellow is very, very big. So yellow is very big kid. And while red kid bounces very high off Paracoopas, big kid does very, very small jumps off Paracoopas. So you have to be very careful when you bounce off of them to make sure you double jump very quickly. And reset there for that guy at the front. I have a very specific route for trying to get back up after this point. It bounces off all of the Paracoopas here. I'm fairly certain there is a way to not hit all of them, but I have not bothered to try to figure out what that is yet, so I still just stomp on all of them. We don't like Paracoopas, it's fine. Just knock them all into the abyss, the bottomless pit of below. Nice. That Paracoopa can either go left or right, like all of them, but if he goes left, it makes things a little more awkward when you're moving between the foreground and the background later on. But if he goes to the right, it means you don't have to worry about him, so we got lucky there, that was good. Yeah, off. No, come on. Come on, tiny kid. Thank you. There you go. So when you use this thing here, if the Paracooper had gone left, I would have to worry about him next to these red and green arrows here. But because he went right, I don't have to worry about it. Which is very good. And now we go to the last screen, which is pretty much entirely in the background. There is not much in the front. And there are just enough Paracoopers here that if you play this area without dying, you can barely make it to the end. But because we are not playing on Impossible, we don't have to worry about that. So we can reset on the next save so that we can do something quickly and get rid of all the Goombas very fast. So the way you are supposed to do this save is that I think you're supposed to loop around and do the top twice. However, you can just hit the Koopa here early on. And then when you hit the button, you just have to wait for a little bit. Yeah. Just like this. It's a very nice strat there. It's very quick, very fast. But because I did reset on the save, it means I do have to go back down to the bottom and shoot the button in the right again. But yeah. If I didn't reset and I first tried the save, I wouldn't have to hit this again and could go back along the top. But it doesn't really save any time, so it's not worth it. Ah, really? Really? Okay, fine. Why? Oh, that Paracooper knew how to get me, huh? Okay, good. We're fine, it's okay. And then we move on to the boss, which is Toho. Marissa. So there is one fast strat I have right at the start, depending on whether she goes to the foreground or the background. If she stays at the front, I can shoot her again and wait. But if she goes to the back, I go to the other side and try to shoot her from here. Really? So Marissa here will only go to the other side when you're on the same side as her. So if I stay at the back the whole time, she'll never come to the background. So you can avoid her forever, but she will also avoid you forever. Oh, come on! Come on! Fine. So what you want is that she doesn't swap between foreground and background very much. But unfortunately she is being mean. Alright, so what will you do here? I'm going to go to the foreground. I could shoot her and then go to the background, but if she came to the foreground, she would be very close to me and it wouldn't be worth the risk. So I will just move over. Whoa there. The sprite for Marissa covering the front of the screen can make it very difficult to see the bullets sometimes. Ooh, she's being nice. Okay. Staying in the background, thank you. Staying in the background for a long time, wow. So, if you have to choose between the foreground and the background, it's better if Marissa stays in the background. Oh, I should have gone for that, she has 1 health. Darn. Ah. It's better if she stays in the background because it takes her longer to walk from one side to the other. Hope this is okay. Okay. That was actually very good RNG. That was very nice. Because I also can go to the foreground, which is where we exit the stage as well. That was really good, actually. I'm probably ahead of my best time at the moment. Make sure I hit the save. Okay, good. So my best time of this category is 2:04, 2 hours 4 minutes. And I am also the only runner of Classic, because nobody else wants to run it, I guess. And this seems like a very good run. Like, I feel like I could get under 2 hours, but in my practice runs I haven't been able to manage it recently because time travel has been painful. But my runs during marathons seem to be my best runs as well, so maybe this will be under 2 hours. It would be very nice. I looked at I don't have my splits running at the moment, but I looked at them beforehand and I should beat wrong room by about 1 hour, so I'm fairly certain I am fast. I'm currently ahead of my best time. I hope I can sub 2 as well, yes. I'd be very happy with that if I could. So yeah, this is mini area. As you can see, the special thing about mini area is that instead of one big screen like you normally have, this is split into 4 small screens. I tried going fast. The aim of mini area is to kill as many Waddle Dees as possible. So those 3 Waddle Dees on the left are dead. So that is very good. If there are any Waddle Dees on screen, the main aim is normally to try to kill them as soon as possible. And the save there is actually fake. You can tell because it says save upside down. So if you shoot it, the save disappears, but it doesn't save you. And then you are trapped. So do not shoot the save. Alright, there we go. Too early. Okay. Very close. Okay, that should be good. Yeah, good. Otherwise, there's not too much to say about this stage. It's fairly straightforward for the start. There are a couple of things further in that I can mention, but for now it's just jump over spikes and shoot all the Waddle Dees that you see. Nice. Don't worry about those ones, they will be killed later. Oh, jump. Hold the wall. Nice. So there is a small bug on this screen, on this save that you can do. There is a button you can shoot on the next jump a little earlier than you're supposed to, and it makes the camera mess up. So right here. So the camera is supposed to show the screen above and to show something moving out the way to show you can go there now, but because we shot it early, it shows the wrong screen. So it shows that you can go down here. Nice, first try, good. There's also another weird thing if you play this area on Impossible, where the shuriken at the top here, this doesn't exist for some reason. I don't know why. It is very confusing. Yeah, I don't know why it disappears. Alright. So far, Mini has gone good. I'm quite happy with this. When I was first playing this game, this trigger is actually no. First things first. This trigger. If you hold against the wall here and jump, then the trigger activates. Otherwise, you have to land on the block to get rid of it. Yeah. What I was going to say is that button there. I was very bad at shooting that button when dropping when I first played this game. I miss it an awful lot, and when I was playing this game on very hard mode, that button was very frustrating for me. Alright, bonk here. Good. Okay, and this is the last hard save. For the most part, this save is okay, but there is a jump right at the end that is very difficult. That I always worry about a bit. So hopefully we get that first try, but we will see. Thank you for all the translating in chat, by the way. I appreciate it. Okay. Okay, that was good, good. That jump I worry about. It's very difficult because you have to be very high up with your first jump. Otherwise you just won't go far enough to the left. And it's hard to tell how far up you are because the clouds block your view. Okay. There is a bug on this boss where if you shoot him at the exact moment he attacks, but only on the bomb attack that he has, then he'll get stuck in the arm throwing animation. I discovered this bug also fairly recently. I had never seen anyone else manage it before, and I did not know it existed until this year. And I have managed to do it twice, so it is very hard to reproduce. Also not the bomb attack. So you have to get lucky, and you also have to shoot very, very fast. Ah. Otherwise this boss is quite slow, but it's also quite easy. Okay. One hit left. Okay, good. And then it explodes, because everything explodes. Good. Alright. So, in the hub area for this game, it orders all of the stages in difficulty. Oops. And the next area is called Under Area, and the game says the Under Area is the hardest area in the game. But I generally actually get through it very, very quickly because I have practiced it a lot. For trying to beat the area on impossible mode. Because in this game, there is a % completion on the title screen, and to get 100%, you need to beat every area on every difficulty. So areas like Portal, not time travel, Portal, Mini, Under Area, Tutorial, and so on medium, hard, very hard, and impossible. So far, nobody has managed to get 100%. Because it's very, very difficult. Myself and one other person have gotten everything beaten except for Under Area on Impossible. Alright, and drop from here. Nice, good first try. I am fairly certain that this area is a reference to I Want to Be the Crimson, as it has a similar song and also uses gravity flippers quite a lot. This area is split into 4 stages, I guess. Under area has 4 sections in a sense. There's the normal graphics, as you can see here. Then after 5 screens, it goes over to red graphics. So the blocks get a red effect going on. Then after another 5 screens, you get the blue graphics, and then after that you get yellow for one last screen. As far as strats go for shortcuts, this is pretty much the only one I have in this area. Where I do that jump. I have a very specific setup that I have practiced an awful lot, which makes that jump quite easy for me. But I am still surprised whenever I make it, because that jump is quite hard. Have I died yet in this area? I don't think so. Huh. Oh no, I died. There will be one more skip further on, which is just another very hard jump done early. But it also skips a whole screen, so it's very good. And there is a skip on this screen, where I could jump from here and do this gate. But it's quite difficult, and I normally don't try it. I just wanted to do it once. Normally I take the slow route. Oh, whoops. Because doing the gate isn't very difficult, but trying to get over the shuriken part, the sideways spike afterwards is. So yeah, I just do this slow. Nice. Okay, and this is the end of the first part of this stage. So once we reach the next one, you'll see the red stage, where the red effect affects everything. Whenever you reset in this stage, the effect actually changes. So there are a few variations, or a few versions of the effect in this, with the red, blue and yellow. So we reset on the next. Whoops. Whoops. Started talking. We reset on the next save for the platform cycle. That's pretty much it there. There we go. Reset for the platform. And if you hold to the side, you cannot run faster than the platform, so you'll always push back onto it. Do have to be a bit careful on this part though, because the 2 jumps here can be difficult. Oof, close. Okay, good. Gate jumps can be quite hard in this game sometimes because the engine works a little differently. So I actually have setups for those jumps as well. I actually have setups for the majority of the jumps in this game because I have played it far too much. I have played a lot of hours of I Want a Classic. Ooh, that was close. That was very close. Bonk. Small jump. Diagonal. Nice. Okay, so this is the next skip on this screen. So there's actually 2. You can actually try to go up here, shoot this button, and then it will trigger something further down. Or you can just do this. Oh. Oh. Or you can just do that and skip the whole screen on your first try. Okay. Oh. Huh. Normally I die a bit more to that jump. So I'm quite surprised to have first tried that, but cool, okay. Sure. Easy, yeah. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. And that's the end of the red stage. So now we're on to the final 3 screens of Under with blue. And on this screen is actually the secret. If you go back the way you came, where that cat with the box next to the save is, then you can go to the secret screen. But again, we don't do those because this is only to Bossrush %, it is not all clear. So we will be leaving that for now. Okay. And then we move on to the final screen, which is yellow. I don't know why it's only yellow for one screen, but it is. There is one small fast strat on this. There you go. You just skip going to the top. Yeah, really? But sometimes trying to do the double jump can be a little hard, so it's not always worth going for it. Yeah, I'll play this slow. That's fine. Ooh, close. Alright. And then the last part of this stage is easy. The last few saves are easy. So, no problems at all. And then after what the game calls the hardest stage, we have what is obviously the hardest boss in the game. Definitely very, very difficult. Good job with your phone, nice. And that's Under. Okay, good. Good boss. Very good boss. Very difficult boss, clearly. Yeah. Definitely the hardest boss in the game. Ah. Ow, that was too far right. My mistake. Ah. Again, I have done this save a lot of times, and I still struggle with it sometimes. 100 level boss, yes, exactly. There we go, okay, good. So, this next area is actually one of the longest saves in the hub room. For this save right here, to try to reach it. Mostly because there is a lot of waiting for spikes and blocks to move quickly. So the blocks that we used earlier to get to Under, we now have to use to go onto the screen that we were on before. And to go back the way we were going, where we came from. So that we can go to a new place. So wait a little bit here, don't go too quickly. Okay, good. I'm always a little worried about the jump at the top here, these two spikes, because you can't see them before you jump, so you just have to hope that you don't die to them. But I die very rarely, so it's normally okay. Alright. Loud sound effect incoming. Wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. Welcome to Chrono Trigger. Or Night Cave area. This area isn't too long, but it has one of the 2 hardest bosses in the game. And while the other boss is entirely pattern, the boss in this stage is entirely random. Justice. Oh, yes, that would be the song, yes. Yeah, there are a lot of references to other games in this game, and I don't recognise all of them. So, there is a fast strat on this screen that I managed to do recently that I will try once, and if I don't get it, then I'll just go through the stage normally. I have to wait for those though. Oh, first try. Very nice. Okay, good. So I've only managed to make that jump once before, but I guess I got it that time, so that was good. I was not expecting that. Wait. Oh yes, the song loop in this area is very good. It's very noticeable when the song repeats itself. And I'll try to point it out when it happens, but I'm not sure what part of the song we are at right now. This trigger is a pain. Come on, come on, do it. Come on. Yes, okay, good. Didn't walk off. That trigger is very annoying. Because it seems to be very hard to hit for some reason. Careful. Wait for you. This trigger can also be a bit annoying, but the other one's normally okay. There we go. Good. So sometimes on this screen recently, I get a bit of slowdown, so the game runs slowly, because there are too many water effects. Oh. Okay, good two-handed mashing. So yeah, my computer did not normally slow down on this part, but for some reason it has recently. So yeah, when the water hits the lava, it is not the stream going slowly, it is the game. Yeah, there it is. It's very reliable in that. I don't know why it has problems. Okay. It throws me off a little bit because my jumps aren't quite the time that I'm used to, so I have to be extra careful. But thankfully it was okay. So no problems. Good. Alright, and that was the last save. So here is the boss. So this boss, his animations are taken from a game called Melty Blood. He has 5 of them. You can only shoot him during 3. So he can stand still, he can walk slowly towards you, which is the scary move. We don't want him to walk. That, yeah. Stop it. Stop. Okay. Be nice. Okay, cute. If he throws a knife, jumps, or makes everything very slow, then we can hurt him. No. Stop it. Okay. Stop it. Okay, fine. So after he does jump or throw a knife, you have a very small amount of time to jump over him before he does another attack. Yeah, otherwise you can get very unlucky, so you have to be careful. It is worth not going for damage if you get past him. Good, okay, very good. Because being against a wall with that boss is not good. Oh, best sound effect incoming. It sounds so bad. The sound effects and the music is not very high quality. And sometimes it's very, very funny. It's so bad. I don't know why. Good first try on the boss though, I'm very glad about that. Night Cave normally isn't too much of a problem, but I'm still glad that it went well. Okay, I have time to turn the lights on in my room. Because this spike is very slow. Alright. So now we can go to the last two screens in the hub room. And first we'll be doing VVV area.
最后2关。
Nice. There is a fast strap for the last area, but I don't do it because it's very, very difficult and I do not have a good setup for it. Like the double jump diamond, the ceiling diamond in under area. Yeah, like you Ghost, exactly. Alright, let's wait for VVV, and then we would go back the way we came if we want to do under. Dash jump, not under. Nice, skip that trigger. There is no sound on the screen, other than... Oh, actually no, there's not even a death sound. There's just no sound on the screen past jumping and shooting. Because reasons.
这关就是
almost
没有
first try.
BGM。
The drop here can be very difficult sometimes. Okay, that was still good. Ow. Didn't get the fast cycle. Okay. Oh. I bonked, really. So if you go fast there, you can get on the platform and go up without having to wait. Ah, very nice. I got that one instead. Okay. Sound effect incoming. Yeah. That sound is very loud. And welcome to VVV. If there is a song you like from VVV, then it is probably in this area. Because a lot of songs are used in this area. Most areas in this game have one song. Like, Night Cave area has the Chrono Trigger song, Portal had some humming sound. And VVV has pretty much every VVV song you like. For some reason. I'm okay with that, they are good songs. So yeah, there are 4 areas in this area in total. There is red to start off, then we move on to blue, then green, and then finally black. And every time you change stages, zones, I'm not sure on a good word, then the song changes as well. So this is the last screen for red. There is a small strat here that you can go fast on if you don't go to the end.
一路飞特别好看，这种飞的就是好看。
But unfortunately, I hit the thing twice somehow.
FM 的时候也是飞的
I
，FM 的时
never
候
really know
呢
how I did
是
that.
就是 Bossrush 后面的那一
啊
波
我
跳刺卡了挺久的。
I missed it that time. No! I went too far, then I did not go far enough. Huh. Alright. There we go. Hey! Got it. Okay, good. There is a small trick at the start of this save that you can do, which you actually learn in the green stage, where you flip off. If you gravity flip right at the end of a block, you can get over certain mini spikes. Also, there's a bit of a skip on this screen, which I learned thanks to a Japanese guy on Nico, who had a video of this stage called Yasuna. Normally I went the normal way round, but you can just go here, so skipping a nice chunk of it. Also, this screen is very big. It is 2 screens long.
这进度可以的。
We just won't do any of that. So, say goodbye. Easy screen. Unfortunately, there is nothing I can miss. I can skip for a little bit, so... Now we actually have to do the game properly. So, for those that don't know how this works, the green lines in this game give you double jump, and the yellow lines give you gravity flip, like in
绿
VVV.
线是二段跳，
You can't
黄
save them
线
between
是那个
screens,
重
so
力
if
颠
you
倒。
reset or change screen, you will always get gravity flip first. Ah, really? Oops. And now we're on to the green stage, so the song has changed again. This screen is also pretty straightforward. Just go through and do the things that you Really? Huh. Okay, I don't remember dying there ever. First time for everything. I'm going to pay a bit of attention this time. I'm not used to dying on this screen. Okay, good. Yeah, that's on me. Whoops.
对的，被夹死了。
I'm going to blame it being very hot here. Even though it's definitely my fault. Be careful this time. Don't slip off. Okay, good. Oh, really? Really? Okay, alright. I guess sometimes you struggle on the screen then. It happens. I can't remember the last time I've died on the screen, it's been very long. Normally everything is okay. There you go, okay. Okay. Good, there we go. Screen done, good. Very hard screen, apparently. So, for this one, you have to be a little careful, because there is a trigger at the bottom. And even though it's very difficult to see, it is still on screen, so you can't go too fast. So I still have to wait. One more. There we go. So if I go slightly sooner, then the spikes are
如
still
果
there.
走得快点，它没有完全消失，还是有判定的。
Normally this is a screen that kills me, not the previous one. And here's where you learn that trick that I used on the blue screen. So right at the start, you flip off immediately and can get rid of those the platform thing that disappears. That makes a pathway to let you continue with the screen. I'm also not entirely sure what the normal way to do the screen is, because I'm fairly certain you aren't supposed to have double jump when you finish this. But it's the obvious way to beat it, so I don't know how you're supposed to do that normally. Good. As for this screen, the mini spikes at the bottom middle can be very difficult. They don't look hard, but they are. Ah. Yeah. And this is the same as the bottom part, so even though I first tried them before, it's still killing me here. Yeah, they are difficult. Okay, good. And I think that's green stage beaten? Yes, good. So one last song from VVV. Both of the black stage screens are fairly short in normal to Bossrush. That jump is very difficult. Yeah, the black stage is very short because the second screen can be very long, but that is only if you go for the secret. Yeah, too soon. If you do not go for the
黑色
secret,
面很短，
then it's very
但是它
quick.
也可以变得非常
Which is
长，
nice.
因为第二面如果你要拿隐藏的话，它是非常非常绕的。
Yeah, really? Huh. Alright. This screen can be very hard sometimes. These lines in the middle can be quite difficult. Yeah, specifically the top part. The top part is the hard part of this. Oops. The bottom part is normally okay, but obviously I do die sometimes. Okay, come on. Good, there we go, okay. Oof, close. Last screen. And as you can see, there is a lot to it, but we don't do any of that. So, good. On to the boss. This boss has... Oh, music bugged out. I'll just reset for that. Okay, hopefully it's fixed. There we go, okay, good. Sound bugged out there. So yeah, this boss has 2 phases and 2 attacks per phase. So for the first phase it has this targeted attack.
两个阶段，每个阶段两种攻击方式。
Oh, missed. Yeah, this one here. And then at half health, he goes into phase 2. And he does 2 different attacks. This boss is also the one with the most effects. So, if you're not streaming at a high bitrate, then nobody will be able to watch what you are playing. Out of the 2 attacks in phase 2, this is the good one. Because it is slow and it ends sooner. And this is the bad one. Because it has this long pattern first, and then you still have to deal with the random afterwards. It takes much longer. And then after another 5 hits, then the boss dies. Okay, fine. So far so good. Ah, good attack. Nice. So we'll have one more attack and then the boss will die. Ah, good attack. Okay. Not bad RNG. Good random. Alright. 2 areas remaining. You can still die after the boss on those spikes there, but yeah, you have to be very bad to die there. Okay. And so the last area we have in the hub room is the one furthest in, obviously. So one last time through all of this platforming that we've seen so many times before. Nice. First try, good. And then we will reach the final area in here. Ah, too slow, too slow. It might be a new record, we will see. The final boss I do in this run is quite random, so I could get very unlucky there. But I don't know yet. We'll see what happens. I was just closing something down while waiting for the spike there. Not fast. Wait for the platform. Okay. So yes, there is a shortcut for this area. I could do this jump here, but it is very, very difficult, and I do not have a good way of doing it. So I skip it for now.
这个进路挺难的，所以他就没走。
Oops. So I just try to enter the area the normal way, because while it would save a lot of time, as you can see, I wouldn't have to do all of this. It's just that, it's really difficult. It's just that hard. Oops. It's so hard that it's not worth doing for me. So here we have to shoot a block with it off screen. Nice. And then we can use this block here to get up and go to the last area. Okay, so this area is called Dash Jump. It is basically an auto-scroller. You will be going at a set speed, and you just have to try to not die. And there's nothing you can do to go faster or slower. But the kid can also run backwards, so it's very good. The kid is very good at running backwards very quickly. So yes, this area starts out very simple, as you can see. There's very few spikes, but it adds things on very quickly, like different speeds, and certain blocks above and below, and buttons to hit as well. PB pace? I don't know yet, we'll see. Sub 2 is the goal. 204 is PB, and we're currently pretty good. It's going very well. Yes, so now we're moving very slowly. So I said earlier there was no way to go faster or slower on this stage, and that's not entirely true. there is a very small thing you can do to go faster. When you're moving this quickly, you can't do anything at the end, but for the previous speed, if you just don't hit if you do not hit a wall, then try to shoot the save while going down, you will keep the auto run speed. Which can be slightly faster, because it means you don't stop. Why? But it also can mean that you miss the save, and missing the save is bad.
对，这一关你可能漏存，那就很
No, I'm
蛋
not. Just
疼。
going too soon. Okay, my bad. Ah! I don't know why this screen is being a problem for me. There we go. Okay. All good. Ah, that was a strange mistake. Normally I don't die there. There is a lot to remember for this game as a speedrun, so yes, it's very easy to make mistakes. It is a very long game. So the one small fast thing you can do fast here is at the end of this screen, I will try to face left and then shoot the save while I'm falling. Because at the moment I run faster than the kid's normal speed. But it's very easy to miss the shot. Nice, okay, good. Hit the save. It's okay if you don't hit the save. You just have to make very sure that you do not die. Not dying is important.
打不打无所谓，反正没死。
Oh, whoops. Double jumped when I should have single jumped. Went too far there. Single jump. There we go. Okay, good. And now this stage starts adding a lot of spikes. And it also introduces springs, which are cleverly hidden between the spikes right here. When I first played this game, it took me a very long time to find. I was not smart. And also on this screen, we introduce another gimmick, which is slowing down and speeding up the kid while he's moving. Yeah, with those things. And now it starts to mix them all together. So there is a fun thing you can do here. You can actually, you're supposed to shoot this button, but you can just skip it. You do not need it at all.
本来按照设计是要设那个按钮的，但是可以跳过。
And now all the screens start mixing all of the gimmicks together. So this has springs and the speed boost. Previous one had buttons and buttons and speed boost and some triggers. Big blocks are everywhere. And there's also trolls and stuff as well, so you have to make very sure you hit that button here, but it's easy to forget about it. You jump here to avoid the spring. You jump here so that it does not force you into the spikes at the top. And then there are also fake blocks right at the end. Yeah, just like that. There is a button on this screen. You actually do not want to shoot it. Because if you oh, I didn't shoot enough, whoops. If you shoot the button from shooting too much from the blocks, then you'll be trapped and die. So, that is bad. Nice. So I do not want to shoot this button. And here's the last screen.
最后一面，然后是个 boss。
Oh, There is a speed up on this screen, which is very difficult, because if you jump too soon, you can't make the block. Oof, close. And if you jump too late, you fall off. Like that, I jumped too late. But the speed up is right at the edge, so you have to be very, very careful. Too soon. Also, shooting this button is hard. Okay, good. Okay, good. And now we get on to the other hardest boss in this game, the dash jump boss, which is entirely the same every time. It lasts about 1.5 minutes, so there is a lot to remember, and a lot of things that you can mess up. So you have to be very careful. Because while it is the same, it's the same every time, so normally I do not die, but it's very easy to make a mistake at some point. Full jump, good, okay. Okay, good. That shot is one I worry about. You can miss that one. Okay, good. And now there is one area left. The area which does not have a name, but has screens that you will all recognize. However, all the traps are removed from these screens. Oops. So it's just straight up platforming. Don't try to go fast on that. Too high. Gate jump every time. Always the gate. This GB screen here is probably the hardest screen in this stage. Specifically on the first save. There we go. Okay, good. So this stage is very short. Early. And then the boss at the end will also be one that people recognize, but it will also be a little different. Too early. Oof, close. This might be sub 2. Nice. We'll see. That'd be good if it was. Oh! I should take the save, okay. Oops. Okay. And one try at the fruit jump in the top right. Two tries at the fruit jump in the top right. Nope. Okay, I'll leave that. If you can get up there, then you can skip the next screen, as there is a shortcut past it, but it's very difficult for some reason. That jump is very hard, and the rest of the screen is not very difficult. So it does not save much time. Yeah.
刚才那经路如果走的话，可以省一面。
So I think everyone knows this boss. It's Miku from Love Trap. except it's a little different. So there is one attack in this fight that can be very difficult, but the rest is normally okay if you don't get unlucky. Touch the Miku! You can also touch the Miku. Very important. Touch her in very special places. Yes, there is one attack in this fight that can be quite difficult, which is when the grey fruit are in the middle and Miku screams. Ah, okay. Because you cannot see where the fruits are coming from, and you can get unlucky. Ow. That was not unlucky. Okay. That was very good, actually. Alright then, huh. I was not expecting good RNG there. And this attack lasts very long. Ooh, close. So you have to be careful. No leaks? Ah, leaks. Just be very careful you do not touch a leak at the end. That was close. Okay, okay. Come on, good RNG. These do not be bad. Okay. Yes! The timer does not end until after the credits, so... At least for me, for all my runs. But I understand if you want to go straight to the true final boss, because everyone's probably very tired. That is okay. But I include the credits in my speedrun, because I do it last. If somebody else ever wanted to do a run, they may want to do Miku first. But I do it last because it's the only credits.
Time?
Yep. No. Time is when the credits are over in about 3 minutes. But if you want me to stop soon, and because everyone is tired, that's fine. But if we wait for the credits, I will say time. Yeah, this has been I Want a Classic. Thank you all very much for watching, and for staying up very late.
这就是整个 Classic 带隐藏的流程，很短吧，但是带了隐藏3倍的这流程。
Wow, very low. Good. So, because I finished very quickly, I think I have time to show off something else fast. That is probably one of the best parts of the game, that everyone likes a lot, which is the all-clear boss. So, in this game, there are the 11 areas. Yes, I'll show it. Time will be when I save after running through the door, but there's still a bit of time left. Yes, in this game there are 11 areas, and there are 10 secrets, and if you get all the 10 secrets and beat a boss rush of the 11 bosses, then you unlock the extra stage, and then if you beat the extra stage, you get a save that takes you all throughout the hub, and then after you beat that, you get to the all-clear final boss, which I will show off quickly once the credits are done. Which is really cool because it uses every area in the game. Good morning. So the credits will move over to one last screen in a bit, and then the door on the right will open up. I'll run through, I'll hit the save, and when I hit the save, it will be time. I'll say when the door starts to open. Okay, door will start to open now. Time. There you go. About 157, 158, I think. Pretty good. Okay, so I'll do this quickly because I'm sure everybody is tired. So, one last thing that I can show off before we're done here. 58:01. Very nice. Very good. Thank you. Yeah. 6 minutes faster than my best. Alright. I have not practiced this, but hopefully it goes okay.
Showtime 就最终的 BOSS， 拿完所有隐藏，打完 Bossrush， 然后再过2个非常恶心的超长 save， 再打个10几面的跳刺，不是，先打跳刺，最后就是这个好看的耐久。
This is definitely my... Oh, good, missed the jump. This is definitely my favourite boss in all of Fangames. I like this much for watching and staying awake. I hope you enjoyed. I don't know what any of these cats say. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much for having me. It was quite fun. I'll let you go to bed because I'm sure you're very, very tired.
Oh, the sun has risen. Yeah, I'm going to sleep for a while and start 6 hours later.
Oof. Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye. 好了，该休息了。